The way that people will come, whether it's in the Hunters Point, whether it's in the Mission, whether it's in the they sit down we can just make a whole town record and think it's going to happen. We have a hand on that. Responsibility for that as citizens of this great city. And I'm here with you to stand with you. And I am so proud to be here with you. Right here at this particular moment. Because we have to do what? We have to let London breathe. As the mayor of San Francisco, that's what we have to do. That's the work we have to do. We don't go wrong. We talk to people. We talk to our citizens here. Whether it's from the Hunters Point to now, whether it's from the Western Addition to the Pacific Ocean, we have to talk about it. We need our mayor. We need someone who loves the city, born in the city, raised in the city, worked in the city. I remember when she worked out at the community center, right down here on Fulton. We all remember her. We remember all of that, all the history here.
Thank you.
We're bringing this history to reality right now. Today, tomorrow, and everything we do, every single moment, every word we speak, everything we have to do has to be in the service of that. Thank you very much. Thank you for this opportunity. My friends, my citizens, and the citizens of the city. Thank you very much.
Well, that's all the time we have, everybody. San Francisco's own Mr. Danny Glover! Next up, we have a speaker who helped give Madam Vice President Kamala Harris her start in her run for District Attorney of San Francisco. I would also like to add that she was on the Renell in the Morning Show on the radio back then. She was running for DA. Just throwing that in there, just so y'all know. She has done more, our next speaker, to champion women in politics and at every level, y'all, than anybody else in the business. I'm really pleased to introduce you, Andrea Du Steele.
I guess I drew the short straw going after this incredible legend. I am so excited to be with you today. Are you all fired up already? Because I am. I first met our mayor in 2008 when she went through the Emerge program. Emerge is a program that I co-founded in 2002 to recruit and train Democratic women to run for office. That's right. And our very own Kamala Harris recruited our mayor into this program because she saw something that many other people saw: a fierce intelligence, passion, commitment, determination, and a desire to help her community. That's why she saw London and said, this woman needs to be in office. And I saw that too when I met her. And that's why I've been supporting her since she started as a supervisor. And that's why I'm here today supporting her. And it is a big deal that we have a black woman mayor. Had 24 black women mayors of large cities in the history of our country. She is one of 24 in the history of our country. And it's a big deal. And in our country, we've never had a black woman governor. We've only had 3 black women in the Senate out of 2,003 people. And right here in San Francisco, we've only had 2 women, and both women became mayor when the mayor's as good to get where she is today. She had to work 10 times as hard. And it is a privilege that each one of us have to be able to support her in office because she is doing an incredible job. She has lifted us up through the most serious crisis in the history of our city and in our nation, arguably. And I know that I am going to work every day between now and election to make sure that people understand that her Black life matters and we need her in power. And that's why I'm elected.
Give it up for this little spitfire energy. How great was she? I just have to share, we were just going to share backstage. She was just really nervous. The crowd's so big. She came here and she crushed it. Thank you. All right. How we doing? Everybody doing okay? On this glorious Saturday morning? This next gentleman has spent decades as a community organizer, fighting for civil rights, and is an active, respected leader in San Francisco's Chinatown with 25 years of exemplary service. He is proud to call San Francisco his hometown, and he is devoted to making it safer and a better place to live, work, and raise a family. I'm thrilled to introduce to you at this time, Mr. Larry Yee.
I'll start by, hey, thank you very much for emceeing tonight. Today. Hey, 祝大家新年快樂，身體健康。多謝大家來參加 London Bridge 競選市場。Hey, I want to welcome everybody here today for the election of re-election of London Bridge. I've been a long-time strong supporter of London Bridge because I believe in her. 4 years ago, we faced a major challenge. That was the COVID pandemic. I heard her speak in front of all of you and into the city hall leaders that we had to close the city. It was a very tough decision, but it saved lives. That's the thing the mayor has done. She has saved our lives here in San Francisco. So coming out of that, we want to say, San Francisco is open again. We thank her for the multiple festivals that she has brought us forward, like the first Thursday of the month, and also the Chinatown Night Market, where all the merchants are very proud of her for doing this. Again, once we faced, 4 years ago, we faced the anti-Asian hate. The hate that spills from the Trump mouth about putting a target on our backs of the Asians. Again, we reached out to the mayor and asked for her help. She reached across to the self-help for the elderly, CYC, CCDC, to help the seniors and residents to keep us safe again. Oh no, she didn't stop there. She passed the proposition. How many of you guys remember Prop E and F? Raise your hand. There's 60% of the voters who supported that. Is to give the police officers more tools and to have accountabilities to the residents in San Francisco. She also presented to, I guess, to the members of the police officers, which I am a commission to, on the quarterly award. And that's to recognize officers who serve and kept our city safe. It brought the morale of the police up, and it kept crime down 30% this year. The lowest in 10 years. So again, I want to thank everybody for coming out here today and supporting London Bridge re-election, and for my fellow 叔伯星夢啊，多謝大家來參加今日嘅宴會啊！ 希望大家記上啊，支持啊 London Bridge，希望大家支持啊 London Bridge，London 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 Bridge，Thank you。
Thank you. Larry Yee, everybody, come on. Everybody's been up here preaching today. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Our next speaker is a mission activist and co-founder of the Latino Task Force. Her work in the community is legendary, earning her the honorific Mama Bear in the mission community. I'm happy to bring out the Mama Bear, Ms. Valerie Juliet Lima.
Buenos dias, San Francisco. All right, I just have to show you real quick. This is vintage London Breed from 4 years ago, okay? No, I will not put it on eBay, okay? Sorry. It's mine. All right. So, first I'd like to acknowledge the ancestors of this land, the Ramateshaloni, and your ancestors, because they know that you're standing with the right candidate. Can I share my 2 checklists with you? First, my checklist. Was the mayor born in San Francisco? Check. Was the mayor raised in San Francisco? Check. Does the mayor have what we call lived experience? Check. Does she connect with all people while also connecting with poor people's experience? Check. Did she, with the help of a loving grandmother and community, rise against all odds? Check. All right. Is she a strong and beautiful black woman who became mayor of San Francisco, the greatest and most beautiful city, and who every little girl of color can aspire to be? Check. All right. Okay, my checklist has been met. Now the city's checklist, all right? Did my mayor, London Breed, pull the entire city out of a global pandemic? Check. During that time, she had and still has unwavering support for community-led initiatives like the San Francisco Latino Task Force. Shout out to LTF. Her leadership was impeccable and outstanding. Just look at the health stats and compare them to national stats. We came through that. Does she continue to make the best decisions that lead us to a stronger and more resilient city? Check. All right. She balances the need to take care of diverse and is inclusive of all communities while also taking care of the economic machine that the city needs to stay strong. Small businesses and large. Do not believe the hype, the false narrative that San Francisco is falling apart. Hell no, it is not. Every weekend, San Francisco has amazing cultural events. The food industry is multicultural and first class. And the tourist sites are still gorgeous and fun to explore. The pandemic is what impacted our economy. Nothing more and nothing less. Heck, did our mayor buckle up? Heck no, she bucked up, all right? She bucked up and embraced a new way of doing business in San Francisco. Our city, our mayor embraces its diversity. Just look at our business and cultural districts. Calle 24, American Indian Cultural District, Pacific Islander and Black and transgender cultural districts. That is why, if you know, you know, the real San Francisco is a way of life. We are London breed. Thank you.
Give it up for Valerie, everybody. That checklist was good. Wasn't that good? That was good, girl. Didn't she do that? She just needs to come out of her shell. Just I had a really wonderful time meeting this next young lady who's coming to the stage, backstage. We spoke earlier. She is a strong advocate for safe streets for everyone and a leader with Kids Safe SF. She's a transportation planner, Democratic Club co-founder, advocate, and a mom. She currently resides in District 7. Would you please put your hands together for Sarah Bars? Sarah!
Wow. You guys all look great in yellow. It's your color. It is such a pleasure to be here, and such a pleasure to be a supporter of Mayor London Breed. Can you, yeah, give it up for Mayor Breed. This is amazing. My name is Sarah Bars. I'm a mom. I'm a mom of a beautiful 2-year-old boy named Calvin. And I'm going to tell you a really quick story about my journey to this stage. So, about 2 years ago, I was a brand new mom, and I joined a mom's group. Natural Resources, anybody know it? Well, yeah, it's great. I joined a mom's group, and we did a weekly walking day in Golden Gate Park. And our group of 5 to 6 moms with our strollers and all our stuff and our adorable little babies who would never sleep, would get together and we'd walk along JFK Promenade in Golden Gate Park. And why? Why JFK Promenade? Because it was the only place in the city that a group of moms could comfortably and safely just go for a walk.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah! That's right. And that is so important. We don't have enough of those spaces in the city, and Mayor Breed gets that. Long before the voters approved that JFK Promenade remained the first people-friendly space in the city, Mayor Breed took a risk to support it. Mayor Breed put joy before doom. Mayor Breed said yes to doggy diner heads, and yes to safe places for people, and yes for more community and night markets and all of the things that make our city great. And yes, that's right, she deserves to be rewarded for that. And we need more of those places. And that is the future. That's the future that I want for my son. That's the future that I want for San Francisco. I want safe streets. And yes, that means less crime. And as Larry mentioned, that we're already on our way there. Thank you very much. Less crime, but also it means being safer for people walking and rolling in the street. I don't want any more kids to die in the crosswalk or waiting for the bus.
Yeah.
We can do better. We can do better than that, and Mayor Breed gets it. So I support London Breed because she stands for the vision of San Francisco that I want for my family and for me. That's why I'm with London. Thank you.
Sarah Bars, everybody. Everybody's doing so great. We're all huddled backstage nervous, and everybody's just crushing it. It's fantastic. Let's go! Next up is a creator and influencer born and raised in the Bayview. She has known Mayor Breed since she was a child, working with her as part of Project Level, a youth program where she now serves as a teacher herself. And if that's not a San Francisco story, I don't know what is, right? As the daughter of educators, I am proud to introduce Jasmine Corley. Jazzy!
Okay, y'all stop. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jasmine Corley, and I'm a San Francisco native from the Bayview District. Even though I reside in the Bayview, I grew up in the Fillmore. More specifically, at Project Level that is run by Big Rich and Danielle Banks. Project Level is an amazing program that caters to the creative and artistic youth in San Francisco. It was actually through Project Level where I met our wonderful mayor, London Breed. I'm very proud to say that I have been able to provide opportunity, knowledge, guidance, and mentorship to over 400 youth and counting in San Francisco while being a teacher and instructor at Project Level. I am a community advocate, creator, actress, influencer, teacher, and learner. Through Project Level, I've been blessed to work alongside many influential and inspiring individuals that have gotten me to the position that I am today and really provided the framework and blueprint to success. Having the opportunity to have such impactful, inspiring, and selfless mentors like Mayor Breed, who's devoted themselves to the community to pave the way for the youth like myself, to be able to pursue their career exploration in any field is a monumental piece of exactly how I developed into who I am today. The countless amount of hours, passion, and dedication that it takes to have these programs, operate them, and ensure that the retention rate is impactful is more than a three-step plan. It takes determination, strenuous hours, and lots of hard work. Being able to go from a student and experience a program like Project Level through the OFA initiative changed my life. It taught me more than just the workplace development. It was able to teach me how to grow as a woman, how to handle myself with poise, how to speak publicly, and many more essential life skills. It has not only served as a space where I can learn, develop, and feel safe, but a place I can call home. That's right! I was able to build a community of friends and mentors that I can count on. Mayor London Breed has established so many positive initiatives in the city to benefit not only the youth, but the communities as a whole. She has made sure that young people of all backgrounds in San Francisco have the opportunity for paid employment, job training, and mentorship opportunities. Thank you for being a continued inspiration, mentor, and great mayor. Thank you, London, for all that you do. I will always be proud to be one of your babies now and forever. With that being said, I just wanted to be known that I am with Breed. Thank you.
Let's give it up once again for precious Jasmine Corley. She rattled all that stuff off. I'm an influencer, I'm a creator, I'm a learner, I'm a student, I'm a programmer, I'm none of those. I have got to change my life, baby girl. Thank you, sweetheart. It was really wonderful to hear from you. Yeah. Well, I have to say, the mayor and I go way, way back. This is just not a one-off. I've known her since Board of Supervisors, and it was one of the great honors of my life and career to MC her inauguration as the first black female mayor of the city and county. So now I need you on your feet, y'all. Get on your feet. Because here she comes.
grandmother could be with us here today. But even though she's not with us, Mrs. Wong and all my grandmothers sitting in the front row are joining us, and others, and there's my baby right there. Thank you, Miss Wong, for always being so supportive, an amazing ally, and fighting with me. I love you so much. And my Fillmore community, my mission, the Mission District is here. Hunter's Point is here. Chinatown is here. The VGs are here. The TLs are here. The West Side is here. The whole San Francisco is represented in this room. And it's star-studded with Donna Sachet and Danny Glover and Renelle Brooks Moon. Let me tell you, this is San Francisco. And you know another thing? Our adopted family are our family values. I am so honored and I'm so excited to be here in the Fillmore. When I was 14, I snuck into my first Ice Cube concert right here. And here's the thing, so many of you know my story. You know I was born and raised in this community, and it has shaped me into the person I am. I grew up in a public housing unit with my grandmother where we received public assistance. I caught a public school bus every day to a public school. I benefited from many of the services that I am now responsible for that help and uplift people and families in this city. And let me tell you, when you live over 20 years of your life in conditions that you have no control over, in poverty, those experiences you never forget. And I want to be very clear in every decision I've made as mayor. They are the reasons why I have made those decisions. They are the reasons why I didn't wait to shut down San Francisco during a once-in-100 years global pandemic. I was clear and I was decisive because I wanted to save life. I didn't want one person's grandmother, grandfather to be turned away from the hospital if we didn't have enough ventilators. So when you talk about leadership, it takes courage to make unpopular decisions. But now, everyone's talking about San Francisco as a leader during COVID because we saved lives. And because we worked with the Latino task force to make sure that this community was not disproportionately impacted. We invested real dollars and the community did real work to save lives. And then, after the pandemic, after we had to empty the jails and empty the shelters and shelter in place, we saw something different in San Francisco. We did see an explosion of crime. We did see more people living on the streets in tents. We did see a lot of challenges. And here's the good news. People want you to think that those things aren't turning around. People want you to think that all of a sudden we cleaned up the city for APEC or we cleaned up the city for an election. You don't just snap your fingers and black magic happens. You do the work. You do the work. And I did the work. And you know what it's led to? Since I've been mayor, over 15,000 people have exited homelessness since I've been mayor. And when you look at the data that shows an increase in homelessness, it's an increase in those who are sheltered because we increased our shelter capacity by 66% to get people off the streets, to get them housed. And let me tell you, this neighborhood I grew up in, we have been rocked tremendously by gun violence. We have had mothers lose their children in this community, and we as a community continue to come together to address the challenges of crime. And what we are seeing in San Francisco is a significant reduction in violent crime and in homicides. We had absolutely no homicides during the month of February because of the work that we're doing. But sadly, we are seeing an explosion in those people who are dying from drug overdoses. And we have to do something different. This is not the war on drugs, crack epidemic, hopelessness, lack of opportunity that used to exist when I was growing up. No, no, no. It is something different. Because those same former drug dealers and those same former drug addicts are the ones that are working hand in hand with me to shape policy, to save lives. So I will not apologize for being aggressive to try and save somebody's life. I am no longer going to be an enabler of people dying on the streets of San Francisco. Because I'm not talking about it, I'm being about it with the work that I'm doing to help get our streets under control. There's no other mayor in this country doing the hard work of making sure that we are not only helping people with services, but holding people accountable. But we have not abandoned our values. We still believe in second chances and opportunity. When you're ready to do right, we got you. I got people who are formerly incarcerated working for the mayor of San Francisco. We are never going to abandon that. We will never abandon that. I got too many family that did wrong and now they're doing right and they need a second chance. So let's be clear. And let me tell you what the facts are. The facts are crime. Everyone's talking about public safety. Everybody's scared. Crime. Crime last year in 2023 was lower than it's been in 10 years, not including the pandemic. Crime is continuing to go down significantly. Retail theft, car break-ins, all the things that everyone's talking about is going down. But hey, look, I understand. If it happens to you, numbers don't matter. And that's why we're going to continue to invest in making sure that we have not only community ambassadors and people helping to keep the streets safe, we're going to continue to invest to have a fully staffed police department in San Francisco. Now, what does this mean? We are seeing change. We are starting to feel the difference. I don't know about you, but the same folks who are talking mess, that want to keep us in a doom loop, the folks that are running against me, those guys that are running against me, they want you to believe that this city is messed up. They want you to believe that there's no hope. Their whole message is predicated on what's bad and making us feel bad about ourselves and saying that this city has lost its way and San Francisco isn't what it used to be. Their whole message is to speak down on San Francisco. And while they're speaking down on San Francisco, I'm lifting San Francisco up. You know why? Because this is a city that made a girl from the projects mayor. That continues to support and uplift people and invest in opportunities. This is a city that agreed to invest, since I've been mayor, $1 billion to build affordable housing. This is a city that continues to invest in supporting our children and providing opportunities for Black businesses to be even in the Fillmore. This is a city of opportunity. And send a strong message to my opponents and the haters of San Francisco. We are no longer wearing the shackles of your despair. We are no longer nastiness and the hatred that you have for the people of San Francisco. We are going to continue to experience joy and make investments and do night markets and support small businesses and help people with down payment assistance for housing. We're going to continue to do all we can to support and lift up our workforce. We are going to do a few things in my next term, and we've already started, just so you know. And let me tell you what a couple of those things are. First of all, my experience of growing up in this city and watching as housing has been built, but not for the people who were in the community I was growing up in. So building housing by any means necessary with union labor is something I care about doing deeply. We have a mandate to build 82,000 units in the next 7 years now, and we are going to build them with union labor. And we are going to improve upon our transportation infrastructure so that if you are walking, if you are biking, and yes, if you are in a car, we can move you around this city safely and efficiently. We can do all of it. And we are going to make sure that our downtown is not just the 9-to-5 financial district that so many of us are used to. We remember when downtown was ghost towns before. We remember when folks didn't go downtown. And here's the thing. Downtown can't afford to just be a 9-to-5 financial district. It has to be a neighborhood. It has to be a place where people work, where they live, and where they play. So my economic recovery plan, 30 by 30, bringing 30,000 new residents to downtown by 2030. And bringing students and universities and night markets and entertainment zones and doing everything we can to make this neighborhood vibrant. Even this summer, we're going to be welcoming students from historically black colleges and universities. No mistake, folks. This is not foreign territory for San Francisco. We've done this before. We do this when we are at our best when someone's trying to kick us and put us down. We stand up and we fight. You all remember when Mission Bay was nothing but a railroad track, a golf shooting range, and an Esprit outlet. Y'all remember that? You wouldn't even recognize Mission Bay today. It is where the Golden State Warriors play. It is where concerts are happening. It is where the University of California, San Francisco, leading the COVID charge, exists. It's where people live. It's where veterans live. It's where so much is happening. It is a real neighborhood. It was nothing into something where people live, work, and play. So here's the thing. We know who we are. We know what we represent. We know what we gotta do. We don't have time for the foolery. We don't have time for folks who have no idea what it means to actually run a city. We have no time for no one who doesn't know what it's like to have to actually pay rent every month. We have no time for folks, when they talk about family values, they don't mean people from our LGBTQ families. They don't mean people who were raised by grandmothers like me. We don't have time for it. We don't have time for folks faking the funk. Because you know what? The business of the mayor, the executive of the city, is about handling business and managing a city and being honest and realistic about the challenges and the possibilities. And they can't handle the is to be a leader. I know what it's like when your back is up against the wall. I know what it's like to live in the gutter, to live in poverty, to live with roaches and hopelessness, to stand in food lines, to understand the importance of the work we do every single day, to know about being a paycheck away from being homeless. And every day when I make those decisions, that is at the top of my mind. They may not always be popular, but as I've demonstrated when I led this city during COVID, it saves lives. So San Francisco, jump on this roller coaster. Jump on this roller coaster. Help move us in the right direction. Help me campaign against the negativity that many of those men are trying to bring to our city. Help us uplift our city, everyone. Help us protect our seniors. Help us support and uplift and love one another. Help us give those second chances. Help us take care of our kids. Help us make sure that everyone has a good paying job with good benefits. Help us make 4 more years possible.
What she said that really impacted me was while the others are talking down about San Francisco, she's lifting San Francisco up! Let's go! But I gotta bring Jay up first. It's coming. Jay's coming. Stand by, everybody. We're working on the photo up, but Jay Bradshaw, I'm going to bring you back to the microphone.
All right, that is fire, am I right? Fired up! Are you fired up for our car? It's going to
笑嘅。麻煩喺側邊嘅朋友，麻煩各位過嚟呢邊喺中間呢邊，麻煩各位。大家公公婆婆，請企中間，近住個台嗰度，喺側邊咧企埋，仲有咧，你哋凳嗰啲牌咧係好似佢哋咁攞埋出嚟舉起佢，好唔好？我哋要影一張大合照。係啊，冇錯。大接。大家舉起個牌好唔好？嗱，大家等陣啦，影咗相我哋就會話俾大家聽㗎啦。舉起個牌。Let's do Chinese.
I'll bring her over. I'll bring her over.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
Talk to my friends, of course. And it would be, hi Aileen. How are you? I'm good. You need something at home. Oh, Mom, I just met your daughter. Hold the sign. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, you ready?
Trying to get out.
Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Hey, miss, keep going, please. Keep it going. Thank you. Please keep moving.